Hey everybody, welcome to another English lesson with me, Melissa. Today we're going to be discovering the difference between too much, too many, and when we can use too on its own. Too much and too many are what we call quantifiers, and we use them to describe that we've got more than necessary of a particular noun. And remember that a noun is either a person, a place, or a thing. It can be countable or uncountable, regular or irregular. We use countable nouns with too many, and we use uncountable nouns with too much. So let's take a look at these nouns for a minute. A countable noun simply means that it's something that we can count and that it has a singular and a plural form. For example, one cat, two cats, one book, two books, one city, two cities. When we change a countable noun into the plural form, all we need to do is add an S to the end of the word. However, you'll notice with the word city that it doesn't follow that rule. That's because city is a noun that ends in a consonant plus a Y. And in this case, we need to remove the Y and add IES. City, cities. Of course, we also have irregular countable nouns. And this means that when we change that noun into the plural form, we can't just simply add an S to the end of the word. In fact, the spelling of that word changes completely. For example, one person, two people. One child, two children. One man, two men. So as I said in the beginning, we use too many with our countable nouns, both regular and irregular. Let's take a look at some sentences. There are too many people at the park today. What about the past tense? There were too many people at the park yesterday. And the future tense? There will be too many people at the park tomorrow. So as you can see, our quantifier, too many, doesn't change, which is great news. So let's take a look at some uncountable nouns. And this simply means that we're talking about something that cannot be counted, and it doesn't take on a separate singular or plural form. These are nouns that are usually things like liquid, so water or wine, or gases like air and oxygen, or powders and grains like sugar and coffee. Mass nouns like hair, luggage, money. So let's take a look at a phrase with too much. There's too much sugar in my coffee. Past tense? There was too much chaos at the rally yesterday. And our future tense? There will be too much wind at the beach tomorrow. And finally, let's take a look at the sentence structure. Where do we put too much and too many in the phrase? There are too many apples. There is too much water. As you can see, our quantifier comes just before our noun. Now that we understand the difference between too much and too many, let's take a look at when we use too on its own. So too, in this case, is also used as a quantifier. And again, it tells us that there is more than necessary of something. However, when we use too, we have to use it with an adjective. We cannot use it with a noun. And remember, an adjective is a descriptive word. So big or small, or high or low, or hot and cold. Here's an example of a phrase using just too. It's too hot today. Again, you can see that our quantifier too comes just before the adjective. Okay, let's take a minute and look at some common errors that we make with too much, too many, and too. For example, it's too much hot today. This is incorrect because hot is an adjective. And we cannot use too much with an adjective. We must use too. So it is too hot today. Or another example would be, there's too many money. This is incorrect because money is an uncountable noun, so we must use too much with our uncountable nouns. There is too much money. Okay, now's your opportunity to test what you've learned. Here comes the quiz. Good luck! Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.